the work you do to give millions of Indians the power to shape their destiny through technology. And thank you for the opportunity to share a few words about what our new partnership means to Google. Getting technology into the hands of more people is a big part of Google's mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. Through this partnership with Jio platforms, we see the chance to have an even greater impact than either company could have alone. This partnership is a key part of Google's next chapter of investment in India. Earlier this week, we announced our Google for India Digitization Fund, an effort to invest 75,000 crore rupees, or approximately $10 billion, to accelerate India's digital economy for the next 5 to 7 years. Our investment of $4.5 billion in Jio is the first and the biggest investment we will make through this fund. I'm excited that our joint collaboration will focus on increasing access for hundreds of millions of Indians who don't currently own a smartphone, while improving the mobile experience for all. Growing up, I remember how the arrival of each new technology improved the lives of my family. Today, people in India no longer have to wait for technology to come to you. A whole new generation of technologies are happening here first. At the same time, smartphones and affordable data have made it possible for 1 billion Indians to come online. Reliance, and Jio in particular, deserves a good deal of credit for this progress. But there is more work to do to connect every Indian to the opportunities that technology creates. This goal is especially important at a time of enormous challenge for India and the world. I've never been more hopeful about India's future. It's a future we can help shape by partnering together. Thank you for having me. I wish you strength and good health in the months to come.
Thank you, Sundar, for your wonderful words. We are truly blessed to have world-class partners like Facebook, Google, and Microsoft. In their company, we are even more confident of reaching the ambitious goals that we have currently identified. And in a large market like India, I am sure we will find even more areas where we can work together. Friends, our journey thus far and our road ahead is possible, most of all, because of the talented and the passionate people who are part of the Jio family. And in this family, we count our employees, our strategic partners, our technology partners, our channel partners, and the many startups who have partnered with us. Just a few decades back, Reliance itself was a startup. And as a less than 4-year-old company, Jio is still very much a startup. As such, we have a very special place in our heart for startups, whom we consider our brothers in arms. I believe that there is no better partner for Indian startups than Jio. We are well positioned to help Indian startups in a number of ways, whether it be in technology development, product development, distribution market access, or even scale-up capital. We are ready to integrate them into our roadmap and to help them reach their full potential. We believe that this would be the true measure of success for Jio to create a mighty knowledge coalition that solves India's problems and opens the doors for many more companies from India to step successfully onto the global stage. Friends, together, I am confident that Jio and this extended Jio family will play a leading role in India's transformation into a digital society and one of the leading digitally enabled economies in the world. Let me now present the success of our media and entertainment. Our Network 18 Group's 72-channel strong TV broadcast network across news and entertainment reaches more than 800 million Indians. Our digital properties are now used by almost 200 million people every month. We are amongst the top 10 digital news players across sectors. We are consolidating our media and distribution business. Den and Hathway are being merged with Network 18 and TV 18 subject to regulatory approvals. This will make Network 18 Group the largest listed media and distribution company in the country. Dear shareholders, Reliance Retail has been at the forefront of bringing about the organized retail revolution in India. At the heart of our business is our relentless commitment to serve customers at scale to meet their everyday needs by providing extreme value and convenience. We do this by partnering with farmers, small and medium-scale manufacturers, merchants, vendors, startups, and global companies. Last year, Reliance Retail revenues were 162,936 crores and our EBITDA was 9,654 crores. We are India's largest and most profitable retail business. Reliance Retail is the fastest growing retailer in the world and the only Indian retailer to feature in the top 100 global retailers. And we continue to be a partner of choice for marquee international brands. I applaud the entire Reliance Retail team for ensuring supply of essentials to our consumers despite enormous constraints during the lockdown. Dear share owners, in the last 5 years, our revenues in the retail business have grown 8 times and our profit 11 times. This positions us well in the years ahead to continue to deliver on our promise of exponential growth. 4 things that give me huge satisfaction are, first, more than 2/3 of our nearly 12,000 stores are operated in Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 4 towns of India. Second, the deep-rooted bonds with tens of thousands of farmers that has helped us source over 80% of our fresh fruits and vegetables directly from farmers. We sell more fruits and vegetables than any other organized retailer in the country. And we will be the first farm-to-home company at scale globally and intend to strengthen our bonds with the farmers manyfold. Third, we continue to provide large employment and development opportunities for lakhs of people across India. Fourth, our growth model is based on partnership with small merchants and shopkeepers. Dear shareholders, last year I spoke about our new commerce initiative, JioMart. I strongly believe that this provides us with an opportunity to promote inclusive growth and shared value for all our partners. JioMart is a tech-enabled partnership that will link producers, traders, small merchants, consumer brands, and consumers, and will reduce inefficiencies, thereby creating more value for everyone in the retail ecosystem. Connecting farmers and delivering their fresh produce directly to homes is a key part of our grocery strategy. This will significantly improve farmer income and incentivize higher productivity. New commerce will transfer significant new value to consumers, producers, and merchants. I am happy to report that we are accelerating the rollout of JioMart. Currently, we have successfully piloted our JioMart grocery model with Kirana partners. We are also piloting the beta version of JioMart grocery customer online platform in 200 cities. Just within a few weeks of launch, we have reached over 250,000 orders a day, and the numbers continue to grow each day. JioMart is now focused on scaling its geographical reach and delivery capabilities. JioMart is obsessed with providing convenience and a superior shopping experience to consumers. In addition to grocery, we will expand JioMart to cover electronics, fashion, pharmaceutical, and healthcare in the days ahead. In the coming years, we will cover many more cities, serve many more customers across India and expand to many more categories. We will also strengthen our collaboration with more entrepreneurs, brands, and businesses. This seamless connection will provide a huge boost to India's consumption, which in turn will strengthen India's existing manufacturing capacity as well as enable new startups. And over time, India can be a large manufacturing hub for meeting our own growing consumption needs and also increase our exports, including farm products, to global markets. Dear shareholders, today the world recognizes our hyper-growth, inclusive retail and new commerce model. We have received strong interest from strategic and financial investors to invest in Reliance Retail. We will induct global partners and investors in Reliance Retail in the next few quarters. I will keep you informed about the progress of Reliance Retail, which is at the doorsteps of continued exponential growth. Dear shareowners, now I will present our plans to transform our energy and materials business into a new growth engine. The year gone by was the most challenging for global refining and petrochemical industries. Even in this uncertain and volatile environment, our O2C business outperformed the sector and delivered an EBITDA of 55,394 crores. In the first 2 quarters this year, business and consumer activity had come to a halt, leading to unprecedented demand destruction and dislocation of margin. Despite that, I am glad to report that all our manufacturing facilities continued to operate at over 90% capacity utilization. During India's lockdown, we leveraged our deep understanding of global markets and successfully enhanced our petrochemical and fuel exports by over 2.5 times in just 2 weeks. I'm proud to share with you that in April 2020, our O2C business accounted for nearly 50% of India's export. I applaud the entire O2C business and manufacturing teams for their agility and focus. We have commissioned India's first butyl rubber plant, which places us among the world's top 10 producers of butyl rubber. Our O2C business has competitive feedstock streams that are building blocks for specialty and new value chains of acetyls, acrylates, phenols, and polyurethanes. Reliance has been approached by global companies for strategic partnership in its petrochemical businesses, including in utilizing these feedstocks. These potential partnerships will help us build competitive manufacturing capacity at our existing sites to serve the deficit Indian market that still depends on large-scale imports of chemicals. With this, we will have an integrated and competitive oil-to-chemicals portfolio, which is valuable to global companies as it provides access to the large and growing Indian market. Last year, I shared with you the basis of equity investment by Saudi Aramco in our O2C business. Due to unforeseen circumstances in the energy market and the COVID-19 situation, the deal has not progressed as per the original timeline. Our equity requirements for becoming debt-free have already been met. Nevertheless, we at Reliance value our 2-decade-long relationship with Saudi Aramco and are very committed to a long-term partnership. We will approach NCLT with our proposal to spin off our O2C business into a separate subsidiary to facilitate multiple partnership opportunities. We expect to complete this process by early 2021. Dear friends, BP is our valued partner in the upstream energy business. We expect to restart the KGD6 basin towards the end of the year and provide India with natural gas, which is one of the cleanest fossil fuels. We have further strengthened our relationship with BP, who have invested into our existing fuel retailing business under a new brand of Jio BP. Based on our combined strength, Jio BP will provide new age mobility solutions to Indian consumers. Dear friends, let me now share with you Reliance's long-term vision beyond O2C and how we are reimagining our entire energy platform. Our guiding purpose is prosperity for all people and prosperity for our planet before prosperity for our energy business. The catastrophic impact of climate change calls for the legacy energy industry to reinvent itself on a war footing. Furthermore, the world needs access to clean and affordable energy, and this must be met as it is a prerequisite to ensuring quality of life for all people. To meet these twin challenges, the energy industry must understand that fossil fuels and renewables are not mutually exclusive or contradictory. The first three industrial revolutions based on fossil fuels disturbed the natural carbon cycle on planet Earth. The fourth industrial revolution has the opportunity to repair and restore the carbon cycle. Here, Mother Nature is our best teacher. She wastes nothing and recycles everything. So it is imperative that the energy industry adopts a clean, circular, sustainable, and planet-friendly model that delivers green and affordable energy to all 7.8 billion people on the planet. This is what will drive our progress towards a cleaner planet for a safer humanity. This can be achieved by making carbon dioxide as a recyclable resource rather than treating it as an emitted waste. While Reliance will remain a user of crude oil and natural gas, we are committed to embracing new technologies to convert our carbon dioxide into useful products and chemicals. We have already made substantial progress on the photosynthetic biological pathways to convert our carbon dioxide emissions at Jamnagar into high-value proteins, nutraceuticals, advanced materials, and fuels. We will develop next-gen carbon capture and storage technologies. We are evaluating novel catalytic and electromechanical transformation to use carbon dioxide as a valuable feedstock. Reliance also has a proprietary technology to convert transportation fuels to valuable petrochemical and material building blocks. And at the same time, we will replace transportation fuels with clean electricity and hydrogen. We will combine our strengths in digital, power electronics, advanced materials, and electrochemistry to build full-stack electrolyser and fuel cell solutions in India. We will build an optimal mix of reliable, clean, and affordable energy with hydrogen, wind, solar, fuel cells, and battery. Transforming our energy business to tackle one of the biggest challenges before India and the world is our new growth opportunity. On successful implementation of this strategy, we target to become net carbon zero by the year 2035. We have a 15-year vision to build Reliance as one of the world's leading new energy and new materials company. It will be a platform company which will execute our vision in the worldwide collaborative model. This model envisages a large coalition of global financial investors, reputed technology partners, and startups working on futuristic solutions. The new energy business, based on the principle of carbon recycle and the circular economy, is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity for India and the world. It is also an opportunity to make clean and green energy abundantly available at an affordable price to every Indian enterprise, and every Indian utility. More than a business, this is our seva to save planet Earth from the ravages of climate change. We shall spare no effort in realizing this dream. From time to time, I shall apprise you of our progress in this business. Friends, let me now welcome Neeta to brief all of you about the great work that Reliance Foundation has done.
Thank you, Mukesh. Esteemed shareholders, Namaskar. As I speak to you for the first time ever in a Reliance AGM, I feel a profound sense of humility and gratitude. All of us have witnessed the unprecedented pain, uncertainty, and suffering that the COVID-19 pandemic is causing. That is why Mukesh and I decided that we should do all that we can in performing our humanitarian, patriotic, and collective duty in this hour of national need. It is my privilege to share with you some of the work that the Reliance family has done in the past 4 months and continues to do so each day and every hour. First, within days of the coronavirus outbreak, we set up India's first 100-bed exclusive COVID-19 hospital in Mumbai in just 2 weeks. Today, this facility has 250 beds. Our braveheart doctors and nurses have been working selflessly and tirelessly in service of our fellow Indians. In your work, humanity has placed their hope and faith. With folded hands, I express my deep gratitude to all healthcare workers who have dedicated themselves to fighting this battle. I would like to share with you a few glimpses of the exemplary efforts of our frontline warriors.
सारे सीने से लगा लूं उनको मैं मां तेरे आंसू मैं चुरा लूं पलकों पे मैं सजा लूं झुकने न देंगे सर कभी तेरा जीना रहे मेरा इंडिया जीना
When the pandemic broke out, one of the earliest challenges was the shortage of PPEs. It was critical for healthcare workers and provide them with the right armor so that they could fight valiantly at the forefront. In record time, we turned around our manufacturing facility to produce over 1 lakh PPEs and N95 masks every single day. And that too at 1/3 the price of imported PPEs, as we remain committed to the Make in India mission. That's not all. Every business in the Reliance family has done their bit and contributed to India's fight against COVID-19. The team at Reliance Retail is working overtime to provide essential supplies daily to millions of Indian families across 200 cities. Jio is providing digital connectivity to over 40 crore individuals, empowering over 30,000 organizations to work from home and lakhs of students to learn from home. Reliance has also been providing free fuel to emergency service vehicles across the country. This is not just business for us. It is our duty, our dharma, our seva to the nation. That brings me to another form of seva, which is closest to my heart. Reliance Foundation's Mission Anna Seva, our pledge to feed needy Indians. In our culture, Annadan is Mahadan. Through Mission Anna Seva, we have provided more than 5 crore meals to marginalized communities, daily wage earners, and frontline workers across the country. We are humbled that our Mission Anna Seva has become the largest meal distribution program undertaken by a corporate foundation anywhere in the world. This would not have been possible without the untiring efforts and dedication of the entire team of Reliance Foundation and all our volunteers and partner organizations. We are also grateful to our 2 lakh employees of Reliance who have gone beyond their call of duty to serve our fellow citizens. This has been a deeply fulfilling journey for all of us.
कर दे मेरे हवाले तेरे दर्द सारे सीने से लगा लूं उनको मैं मां तुझ पे आँच ना आए तू हरदम मुस्काए कर दूंगा मैं कुर्बान खुद को ऐ मां तेरे आंसू मैं चुरा लूं पलकों पे मैं सजा लूं झुकने न देंगे सर कभी तेरा जीता रहे मेरा इंडिया जीता रहे मेरा इंडिया
Friends, the war against coronavirus is far from over. Reliance Foundation is gearing up to partner with the government and local municipalities for rapid mega-scale COVID testing across India with the help of Jio's digital infrastructure. And I can assure you, as soon as the corona vaccine becomes available, we will volunteer by using the same digital distribution and supply chain to ensure that the vaccine reaches every nook and corner of our country. For Mukesh and me, being of service to our nation has given us a deep sense of satisfaction. We are so proud of our Reliance family's contribution to India's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic and their efforts to help alleviate the suffering of our brothers and sisters. Please join me in applauding and saluting all our doctors, nurses, medical personnel, and staff of Sir H.N. Reliance Foundation Hospital and other Reliance Foundation hospitals, all scientists and researchers at Reliance Life Sciences, all teams at Reliance Foundation, and all our colleagues at Reliance Retail and Jio. You have made Reliance proud, India proud. Friends, this year, Reliance Foundation is celebrating its 10th year of transforming lives across India. Over the last decade, our foundation has touched the lives of over 36 million people in the remotest corners of our country. As the foundation enters its next decade, my daughter Isha and her young team are determined to enhance our scale and impact more than 10 times. Using Jio's digital power, we aim to make affordable healthcare and quality education accessible to every Indian. Along with education, sport forms the bedrock of any society, especially a young society like ours. Children have a special place in my heart. When children learn and play, communities grow and countries prosper. Through our Education and Sports for All initiative, Reliance Foundation has so far reached out to over 21.5 million children. Right from grassroots level, we are working tirelessly to develop a holistic sporting ecosystem in the country. An ecosystem that will scout, nurture, train, and develop future champions. It is my dream to see our athletes excel at the pinnacle of global sport, the Olympics. It is also my dream to bring the Olympics to India. I believe in our youth, and I have no doubt if we encourage and empower them, they will make these dreams come true and make our country proud. Dear shareholders, for all of us at Reliance, the work of Reliance Foundation is a source of tremendous joy, pride, and fulfillment. For us, the ability to make a difference, big or small, to touch someone's life for the better, is more precious than anything else. Whenever India has faced any adversity, we Indians have always overcome it with absolute unity and determination. This crisis will be no different. Together, we can and we will win this fight and come out stronger as a nation. Keep well, keep safe. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Neeta, for highlighting how Reliance Foundation is caring and compassionate institution, always ready to serve the nation. Dear share owners, let me now share with you Reliance's future value creation roadmap. Our founder, Shri Dhirubhai Ambani, gave us the mantra that continues to guide us in our value creation journey. He said, "Growth is life," which we have adopted as our motto. He also constantly reminded us that for happiness, growth should be holistic, enriching the life of every Indian and developing every aspect of human life. Walking in his footsteps, Reliance has constantly reinvented itself to pursue ever higher growth goals. And with each new growth cycle, we have demonstrated our commitment to create more prosperity for India and benefit more Indians. In 2020, we can all be proud that today Reliance stands stronger than ever before, my dear shareholders. This is because as a technology and consumer company, Reliance has built 3 hyper-growth engines: our Jio Platforms business, our Reliance Retail's new commerce business, and our O2C business. In the years to come, Reliance will create more growth engines, accelerating its diversified growth. Among them, as I've already mentioned, is our vision to make Reliance a new energy and a new materials company. Our growth strategy is aimed at meeting the needs of all 1.3 billion Indians, especially the millions of underprivileged people who are at the bottom of the economic and social pyramid. So far, India's growth has been sustained by the demands of a small part of our enviable demographic strength. But when Bharat and India start growing together, the whole world will be astonished. When we create value for our nation's inclusive future, its automatic byproduct is the value accretion for Reliance. Dear share owners, we are well aware that we cannot realize this vision on our own. Indeed, no single company can. Therefore, we are adopting a strategy of the 2 Ps, partnerships. Partnerships with millions of small merchants, kisans, small and medium enterprises, teachers, healthcare workers, helping them become more productive and profitable. And also partnerships with promising Indian startups, globally renowned technology companies and energy companies, and a lot of Indian small and medium enterprises and Indian companies. Intellectual property is going to be an important pillar of our value creation journey. Therefore, Reliance will continue to strengthen its in-house capabilities in cutting-edge technological innovations. Towards this end, we will work more aggressively to attract the best young talent. Reliance will work with other Indian companies, including startups, to vigorously promote made in India, made for India, and made for the world products. Dear shareholders, as Reliance grows bigger, we have demonstrated our ability to raise necessary investments to fire our growth engines. Now, on the back of our robust balance sheet and taking advantage of the favorable conditions in the global debt market, we shall confidently pursue all future growth opportunities across our businesses. Our track record of value creation so far will itself open future tracks of investment on a sustainable basis. Dear shareholders, Reliance has traveled 3 years into its golden decade. What an incredible journey it has been since our IPO in 1977. Our market capitalization has increased at a compounded annual growth rate of 31% over these 43 years each year. Reliance is now ranked among the world's 60 largest companies by market capitalization. And when Reliance scales still higher summits of success, our employees and shareholders will surely reap its rewards. Dear shareholders, Reliance's 50th anniversary in 2027 coincides with the 80th anniversary of India's independence. This is not a coincidence. It shows the intrinsic relationship between a new Reliance and a new India. Today, I want to solemnly pledge that we are ever more committed to maximizing our contribution to solving the big problems facing our nation and also our planet. Dear friends, before I conclude, I must share my deepest emotion with you. These are difficult times, no doubt, for India and the world because of the coronavirus pandemic. However, never have I felt more optimistic in my life about a bright future for India and for Reliance. When I interact with young entrepreneurs, engineers, and innovators, both in Reliance and in other enterprises, I clearly see in them a level of ambition and self-confidence far higher than in the people of my generation. They surely are going to make the Indian dream come true. They strengthen my conviction that India's time has well and truly come. Our visionary Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, has rightly predicted that beyond the hardships of the corona crisis, India will emerge as a stronger, more inclusively prosperous, more resilient, and more self-confident nation. Let us work together to realize this noble goal. For all of us at Reliance, the source of inspiration is Swami Vivekananda, who said, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." In this mission to serve India and the world, we seek your blessings, my dear shareholders, the blessings of all our elders, and Lord Krishna. I would like to thank the central and the state governments, shareholders, investors, lenders, suppliers, and customers for their consistent and resolute support. I thank all my colleagues on the board for their oversight in this crucial phase of our growth, their support and immense encouragement. I have special words to acknowledge the collective efforts of the Reliance team working tirelessly to create and sustain a world-class enterprise. Thank you very much, my dear shareholders. Thank you again. I am overwhelmed that we had over 307,000 shareholders who logged in on this AGM from 473 cities in India and 41 countries around the world. I am truly overwhelmed. Thank you very much, my dear shareholders. In accordance with the company